Okay, we are picking up talking about our verb phrases and using those in our examples. So if we take a look next for our verb phrase, those are going to be any two verbs in a row. So it has to be a helping verb and an action verb together. Now, the biggest issue that I saw when I was grading your papers was that I don't think we really remembered some of our helping verbs. We didn't memorize them all the way. So what you need to do is get out those notes if you don't have them out already and take a look at your helping verb list, which is on your first page in the grammar, vocabulary, and writing section. It's the cheat sheet. So I'm going to start scanning and looking for anywhere that I see a helping verb, which are words like was, have, has, had, would, should, any of those. And whenever I see those next to a action verb, I'm going to go ahead and highlight those orange. So we need to get orange out next. So in a lonely town, a young boy wanted to become the first person to watch Netflix for a solid month straight without leaving his spot except for the necessities. So looking just at that sentence, I don't see any helping verbs paired together with an action verb, so I'm going to continue on. He had begged and begged his parents to let him stay home from school. So I'm looking at this and I know that the word had is a helping verb. So I'm looking next door to see if there's another action verb, and there is, begged. It's something you can do. So had begged, I'm going to go ahead and highlight that orange. That's one verb phrase. Continuing, and begged his parents to let him stay home from school to begin his challenge, but his parents, Ted and Nancy, continued to tell their son that he had to focus on school. Now I see another helping verb, had. However, I don't have an action verb directly next to it, so that's not going to work. Next paragraph. The young boy, Marvin, knowing that his parents would never allow him to take a month off of school, decided to wait until summer. So looking at that, I know that would is a helping verb. However, it doesn't have an action verb right next to it, so I'm going to leave it be. And I don't see anything else, so I'm going to continue forward. Finally, Marvin had waited until the school year had ended. So I see had again, and I see an action verb waited. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. And then I want you to go ahead and take the rest of the time here to go ahead and see if you can find another verb phrase. So go ahead and pause it now if you don't mind. Take a look and see if you can figure out another verb phrase in this paragraph. Okay, hopefully we found it by now. So as we're continuing forward, we just found the last verb phrase, had waited. So I'm picking up at, it was a beautiful day in June when Marvin decided to attempt his dream. He was wearing, was is going to be a helping verb, wearing is an action verb, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight that orange. His lucky socks and had just turned on his TV. Now I know had's a helping verb, but we have this word in between it, so we're going to leave it be. To watch an episode of Shark Tank when suddenly the screen went blank and smoke began billowing out of the TV. So, as I'm kind of glancing here, I can see that I have another one here that I didn't get. So had ended. So I have a helping verb there, followed by an action verb. And then my last one is going to be began billowing. I'm going to highlight that as well. So hopefully we have all of those down. What you're going to do next is flip your paper over to the other side. All you're doing for this one, I'm going to have you not highlight the independent clauses, is you're going to focus on clauses, okay? So what you want to do is identify the subject by underlining it, and then you want to go ahead and box any verbs that you see. Keep in mind you may have more than one subject and more than one verb within each example. If it's a dependent clause within a WUBIS, you're going to highlight it green, and if it's an independent clause, you're just going to leave it be. Okay? This is the part that I'm grading you on, so please do this independently on your own. You can use your notes to help you or the presentation to help you. When you're finished, please turn it in, and then you can silent read until it's time for your next station.